So these were mentioned by students as what we covered in the first class in theory this summer. We covered notes or alphabets of both bass, treble clef, and even alto clefs. What a staff is, what a grand staff is. It needs a brace. What a measure or bar is. What are bar lines? What kind of bar lines there are? 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. Values of notes: half, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th note, 32nd notes even. What is a stem? What is a flag on the note? What is a beam on a note? What is ledger lines? What are slurs and ties? And then we ended with repeat signs and ending signs. If you have not seen those videos, please go back to module 1 and see them before we move on. So
Are
basically,
rests considered a note then? Rests are considered a note?
values. Yes, we say rest or note values. That's why I'm
Note values, okay.
yeah, values. They're values because this is whole rest, whole note, half rest, half notes, quarter rest, quarter note, eighth rest, eighth note, 16th rest, 16th note, right? The rest for the whole rest, if you see them outside of the staff, you'll see that it's hanging off a line. And then the half rest, it's on top of a line. So you would see what I'm drawing in purple. If it was, the staff was not there, they would draw this with a little short line there like that. Well, they might ask in an exercise, what is this? Well, it's a whole rest. What's interesting that I haven't mentioned last week is that the whole rest supposed to be like the whole this equals to how many of this? 4, right?
4.
4?
4 quarters. But in music, if the whole rest is inside a bar that only has this time signature, oh, we forgot to mention, didn't we talk about time signature last time?
4.
If the time signature is 3/4,
Uh-huh.
it means that you have 3 beats, and at each beat it's a quarter note. This 4 at the bottom, any number at the bottom, represents only one of these notes. So you can guess number 4 represents this one. What do you think is a number that would represent this one, the half note?
You mean represent 3?
Represent this note called the half note. So this is a time signature 3/4, right?
Yes. Oh, 2/4. You would 2/4. For the half note, you're saying 2/4?
2, it's a 2. The number 2 represents half. So if I want to say that you have this song and you have 1 half note, then my time signature would be 1, 2.
Oh.
If I want to say you have this song and you have 2 of these half notes, my time signature would be 2, 2. And even if I say I want a time signature where this song is, each bar is so long, you're going to have 3 half notes in each bar, my time signature would be 3, 2. So the bottom note here represents this note. Whereas the top number here is how many of whatever is at the bottom.
Gotcha. I hate to interrupt, but are you recording it, Dr. Doe?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
it's recording right now. So let's erase all of this, and I'm asking you a question about time signature now that you remember the name of those things, right? Okay. If I write a time signature of 6, how come it didn't come out? 6, 8. What am I talking about here? In each bar,
8th note?
yeah, this kind of note, which is called the 8th note. That means in a bar, I'm going to have how many of those? 6.
6 of them.
That's it. And if I want a time signature of 5, 4, which exists in modern music, Bartok wrote a lot of 5, 4. That means in that song, I have each bar or each measure, five of
Quarter note.
quarter note, five of these in each measure, or the equivalent. And five of these is equivalent to maybe one of this, right? Plus one of that. And that will make one bar in that song. Because that's five. This is equivalent to five of the quarter notes. And
Này,
it's possible. It's possible to have time signature 5/4.
At the
It's
door.
very possible to have a time signature of 6/8.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course, of course. Go ahead.
It
Yes. What is it? I can't hear you now for some reason. So until you can log back on, Jubilee, I'm gonna keep going. So again, what is
I have a question, please.
Yes, David?
So in the case of 5/4,
Mm-hmm.
the 5 also means 5 beats
That's right. And each beat is a
is a
quarter.
quarter. Okay,
So 2/2 means there are two beats, and each beat is
the half note.
a half note.
Okay,
it means two half note.
In a bar.
Oh,
So some of you may say, well, that's mathematically equivalent to a 4/4. Because 4/4 means there are four of these quarter notes, right? Oh, wait a minute. Four of these quarter notes equal to two of these half notes, right?
yeah.
It is mathematically equivalent, but it doesn't feel the same when you're actually playing the music.
Yeah.
And that will be for another day when I explain why. So four of these,
does that mean that there are 4 beats in there instead of 2?
you feel more the four beats when you play in 4/4.
Yeah,
One,
Because-
two, three.
Yeah.
And here you're gonna feel like 1, 2, 1, 2, which means
It's per bar.
2, 1, 2. You see how fast I'm tapping right now the quarter notes into 2?
Yes.
Whereas in 4/4, your tendency would go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the like in 4/4, that's fast. But yet, when you listen to the quarter note I'm tapping, it's still slower than when I'm counting 1, 2, and I'm counting really slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And my hand is tapping the quarter note right now, but it's still going faster. So in general, when you see a 2/2, even though mathematically it's equivalent to a 4/4, each measure you're going to count the number, total number, and it's got equivalent to a whole note, right? Basically 4 quarter notes or 2 half notes, but it feels very different. It feels faster here, and it feels slower in 4/4.
It mean uh the the number on the top. It mean the beat,
Number of beats,
and the number
bottom.
yeah, bottom. It mean note.
Yes, exactly.
One bar, right?
I'm sorry.
We count it one bar, x bar, x bar.
Yeah, so 6/8, you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, six. X bar, six, right?
Each beat is this, yes. I'm gonna write it out for you. I
Thank
was
you.
gonna talk more about 6/8, 9/8, and all that on another day, but since you asked the question,
Example 5/4. How we can know 5 beat in
yeah, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You count 5 beats.
5 beat, but just 4 note.
No,
Quarter note.
like 5 beats.
Oh,
It can be any number of notes, Jubilee. It's math.
yeah.
You know you have 5 quarter notes, and let me write that one out. 1 second. uh, here. If you know you have 5 quarter notes in a bar, you can write 2 of these and 1 of this. That's a total of 5, isn't it? Or 9.
Okay, okay. Now I understand. Thank you.
Okay. So the other issue I wanted to and mention just for because it's vocabulary. Let me compare it for you, and I'm gonna draw a few bars of the 6/8 for
Yeah.
you. See that? So instead of drawing 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, like this,
Yeah.
in a bar, right? Let's say I have a bar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna draw it like that. Even if I want music to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yes.
play 6 notes in that bar, I'm not gonna draw it like this. I'm gonna start beaming them. The word beam is the thing on across the top, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna beam them together. But should I beam them this way, 2 by 2? Or should I beam them 3 by 3? That's my question. And those of you who are more advanced, you already know the answer, so don't answer. Those of you who don't know, this is the first time you're talking about 6/8.
Yeah, but six. I see
Which one
six
is
notes,
correct?
but I don't know. 6 beat, and how about 8?
Okay, don't ask about that yet. I'm explaining
Oh,
something right now.
yeah.
Oh, you'd have to do with twos because
This one
otherwise it would be,
or is it this
yeah,
one?
because I'm thinking you can't go 3, 6, 9. You have to go 2, 4, 6, 8, right?
That's your
'Cause
logic?
otherwise you'll be, yeah, I don't think it works the other way, but I'm not sure, but I'm thinking 2 is
I'm
logical.
still asking the question because I don't think Jubilee got the question. There
Yeah.
are 6/8 notes here, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are also 6/8 notes here. 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 4, 5, 6. Which one is the correct one for the beams to have when your time signature is 6/8? Which one is the correct one?
Second.
The second one. Who said
yeah.
that?
Really?
I did.
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Oh, how about middle? Middle, the same 6 note already.
Yeah. Well, the time signature for that one
Yeah.
is, drum roll, who knows? So the 6/8 that we saw here should be written like this.
Really?
See that
Oh,
it's beamed by 3.
okay.
What the hell is this? Sorry.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Is it 3/8?
There are not 3/8, there are still 6 of the 8th notes, right? But you see the grouping?
Two.
It's 3 beats. The way you
Yeah,
see it, there are 3 beats. And each beat is,
3.
2 counts.
it's a quarter note.
Oh, yeah, because they equaled quarter. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, okay.
Mathematically, again, just like when we were comparing 2, 2 with 4, 4, mathematically, they are the same. Mathematically, they both, this time signature 3, 4, and the time signature 6/8, they both have this amount of 8th notes in them, but they are grouped differently, and you can see that only through the beam on top. So when you play music that feels like 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1, or 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and you're in 3/4.
Very different. Oh my goodness.
Can
But
you
then,
can you compare 6/8? Can you place 6/8? Yeah.
one, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two,
It means when you lay 3/4, we skip one note between 1 and 3, and it means 1
you're
and
feeling the beat here.
oh yeah.
And beat and beat.
Oh.
But
Oh,
when you're playing in 6/8, you're gonna feel the beat here. Beat
yes.
and beat and dun 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 dun.
Oh, thank you, God.
Okay, so really important time signature comparison today. But basically, if you can just remember the top number is the number of whatever the below number is. And the below number is simply a symbol for one of those notes. Eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes. So is it possible to get, let's clear all this out. Is it
Do they,
possible? Yes.
do they come automatically beamed or do we have to figure that part out?
No, well, your song will be beamed that way.
Mhm.
So when you see a 9/8, as long as you see the eighth at the bottom,
Yes.
yeah, you will know that all your eighths will be beamed 3 at a time. So 9/8 means in the bar you have 9 of these, but then automatically you learning now that they're always going to come beamed together 3 at a time. And so that when you're playing, where you feel the beat is the first one out of the 3. Beat and beat and beat and would be your 9/8.
Mm.
So where you feel the beat whenever it's beamed, it's always the first note?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, that's enough of the time signature. And I'm gonna stop sharing the whiteboard so we can get back to our summary.